Hey guys, so we're going to do a video on why Miley has to be spoon-fed. We've had some questions about this, people not quite understanding, thinking maybe it's just for fun or because she's so cute. She is so cute, but that's not why she's spoon-fed. So, just to give you guys some information, there are two types of Megaesophagus dogs basically. Some that can handle liquids and some that can't. That's kind of like the first step, is when you find out your dog's diagnosed, you figure out what consistency can they handle. So the dogs that can handle liquids do well on like a slurry, which is like a milkshake consistency, and then dogs like Miley, who cannot handle any liquids whatsoever, usually are on a meatball kind of diet, where you just drop little dog foods made into like a meatball so they don't chew it, go straight down to their down their esophagus, and they get their hydration through Knox blocks, which is like Jello water. Now the problem with Miley is that she cannot handle the Knox blocks. Those won't even go down. They are way too liquidy and they're not heavy enough. So we had to get creative. So we make her food. Her food contains all of her hydration throughout the entire day is in this, so she doesn't get any water. And it's made to a firm, sit down baby, it's made to a firm like Jello consistency, so it is heavy enough to go down. So this is the only type of food Miley can handle. She cannot handle a milkshake consistency food, and she could probably handle a firmer food, but then she would have no way to get water. We did try sub-Q fluids with her, and she refuses to let us anymore, so this is what we do. Now we're down to why we spoon feed. Okay. So the main reason that we spoon feed, one of them, is portion control. She cannot handle large bites at a time. If I let her go crazy right now, she would eat this whole bowl. This is like 3 days worth of food, okay? If I put about, let's say, hold on Miley, this is probably what she gets per feeding. If I put that in a bowl and handed it to her, she would eat that in one bite and it would all come right back up. So we have to spoon feed her small bites of around this size, and she only gets 8 to 10 bites at each feeding. In the first feeding, she gets 8 because for some reason in the morning she spits up a little bit more after her first feeding. And then after that, for the rest of the day, she gets 10 bites. If she gets even one more sometimes, she'll spit up that food. So this is down to a science, guys. This is super important. Okay, another reason why she's spoon-fed, besides the fact that she needs small bites, is because we can angle her neck upward when she's feeding. If she were to have her head leaned over into a bowl at all, it would not work for her. So it gives me the capability to spoon feed her and have her neck elevated, her head elevated when she's eating. There you go, you got it all. And so then usually I just let her chew on the spoon at the end. That's why we go through a lot of baby spoons. Yeah. We're definitely not doing this for fun, guys. We go through a lot of baby spoons. And I let her chew on them at the end because that seems, like I said, to stimulate her esophagus to try to swallow. Not much, but a little bit. And so I do this till she burps, and that gets out some of the air. Then I hold her upright for about an hour, and then at the end, about ready to burp? Right before I let her up, I burp her again, which takes me about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how bad it is, and that gets the rest of the air out. So yeah, guys, we are not doing this because it's cute. I would say it was fun feeding her maybe like the first 10 times, but once you start spoon feeding somebody like 8 times a day, like, it's not fun anymore. I mean, I do it because I love her, and I would do it for the rest of her life, but it's definitely not fun. She thinks it's fun, though. She probably does.